Hello students, this is Professor Rashmi Y. Harti dealing with Module 3 Human Resource Management. This module deals with recruitment, selection and appointment. Alright, let's begin. You reap what you sow means you eventually have to face up to the consequences of your action. In the same way, the functions of recruitment, selection and appointment, the process of it should be followed rightly by the HR department, and if it is done in a right way and you recruit the right manpower in your organization, competent and talented manpower in your organization, then you are going to reap the benefit of the same, or the organization suffers because of the mistakes being done by the HR department in following these processes. Okay, let us begin with recruitment. Recruitment is an activity or a process designed to attract qualified pool of job applicants to an organization. Which means recruitment is a process of search for and securing applicants for various job positions so that right people and right number can be selected to fill the job positions which arise from time to time in the organization. Process of selection and placement or appointment follows sequentially after the total process of recruitment is over. The total process of recruitment, selection and placement can also be called as hiring process. Now let us move on to definition of recruitment. According to Edwin Filippo, recruitment is a process of searching for prospective employee and stimulating them to apply for the job in the organization. So it clearly understands that recruitment is a process which gives the information about the vacancy in the organization to the right prospective candidate and stimulate them or attract them to apply for the job in the organization. Recruitment aims at attracting large number of qualified applicants who are ready to take up the job if it is offered, as well offering enough information for unqualified persons to self-select themselves out. Objectives of recruitment. First objective is to review the list of objectives, short-term as well as long-term objectives of the company, and try to achieve those objectives by promoting the company in the mind of public. When you create an employer brand and promote the company in the mind of public, you have a talented pool of candidates applying for the job through which you can achieve your short-term and long-term objectives. Next objective is to forecast how many people will be required in the company. The HR department will be going for human resource planning, through which they go in for recruiting the manpower within the organization, and they forecast how many people are required in the near future to fulfill the objectives of the organization. Third, to enable the company to advertise itself and attract talented people, as well to provide different opportunities to procure human resource. So the company has, the HR department has to go in for innovative and inventive advertisements through which they promote the company, the goodwill of the company, the brand of the company in the mind of people, and see to it that the most talented pool is attracted towards the company and they apply for the jobs in the organization, as well join the organization and give their best. Now let us move on to the factors affecting recruitment within the organization. We have internal factors and external factors. Now let us move on to internal factors. First internal factor is salary, pay package of the company. When the company offers attractive and competitive package according to industry standards, you will get the best employees or best candidates applying for the job positions. If not, then the company has to compromise on the quality of the candidates. Next comes the quality of work life, which means individuals' working life, wherein It includes the factors such as income, health, social relationship, happiness, and satisfaction in the job. When you have happy employees in the job, you are sure to get the best employees applying for the job because of the word of mouth which spreads outside the organization. Then it comes to organization culture. It is very important that there should be a person organization fit, the person organizational culture fit, as well as a person job fit. The culture of the organization plays an important role in attracting the talented pool to apply for the job in the organization. Next comes the size of the company. We think if it is bigger, then it is easier. When we say Tata, L&T, etc., all the people know about these companies. But when we speak about small companies, it is handpicked people who will be knowing about those companies. So recruitment process becomes very difficult in the small scale organizations. So we call it as brand equity, wherein to create a brand which people have heard, so that you have attractive pool of you attract the talented pool of employees apply for the job in the organization. Then we speak about company products and services. Image of the organization by product or service quality, or public position or patronage, promotion, sponsoring various events at national and international level, community services, etc., build in a better image of the company in the mind of public, which makes it easy for the success of recruitment. When you have the brand image built in the mind of the public, then yes, 100% you will be having the talented pool applying for the job in the organization. Even when we speak about the image of the product and services, we also have to speak about the image of job, type of work being offered, remuneration being provided, growth prospects of the job, working conditions, self-development opportunities. All these are various factors which also affect the success of the recruitment within the organization. So in order to attract talented pool, you should not only build strong company image, but also have a strong job image by building exciting job opportunities. When it comes to lower level management, trade unions play a very important role. When it comes to recruitment of lower level management people, if the trade union is dominant in the organization, they will be demanding to recruit people from the union members or the relatives of the union members. So these are the internal factors which affect the recruitment within the organization. Now let us move on to the external factors which affect the recruitment in the organization. First is socio-economic factors. When we speak about economic factors, condition of the country influences the recruitment process in all organizations. Globalization, liberalization of Indian economy has resulted in lot of change in the labor market. Demand of the goods directly affects the employment. Changes in the world economy may also result in unemployment and lot of changes in the labor market. Presently, we are seeing the situation of job cuts, unemployment, employee layoff, etc. due to COVID-19, which has entered and affected the entire economy of the globe. Coming down next to the social factors. Social factors also affect the recruitment policy of an organization. Social changes from just any job to satisfying career, which is demanded by most of the employees in the organization, has resulted in lot of changes which are being brought in the social factors, and the company has to see to it that people are very much satisfied. And also, if you want to attract and have a successful recruitment process, you need to provide better career opportunities for the candidates to enter in the organization. Next comes the labor market. Labor market controls the demand and supply of labor. For example, if the supply of people having a specific skill is less than the demand, then the hiring will need more efforts. On the other hand, if the demand is less than supply, the hiring will be relatively easier. So this is how the labor market conditions affects the recruitment process within the organization. Next comes the political, legal and government factors. When it comes to the legal factors or legal considerations, job reservations for different castes such as ST, SC, OBCs are best examples for legal considerations. These considerations passed by the government will have a positive or negative impact on the recruitment policies in the organization. When I speak about labor laws, it reflects social and political environment of the market, which are created by central and state government. So these laws dictate the compensation, working environment, safety and health regulations for different types of positions within the organization. As the government changes, the laws also change. This is one of the factors which affects the recruitment. Then information system like employment exchange, tele-recruitment, internet, all these are the different external factors which affect the recruitment within the organization.